The War of the Worlds has come to... Don't panic. It's being touted as the biggest musical theatre spectacular to come to town in years. It features a 27-piece rock band and the original multimedia elements direct from the UK. It's tonight at the ANU Arts Centre, and we join the conflict at the dress rehearsal.
I looked up enviously at those safely on board, straight into the eyes of my beloved Carrie.
War of the Worlds was a film that came out in 1978. Jeff Wayne decided to take the book, H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, and develop into a musical. It was his lifelong project, and this music for the last 30 years, and it's been as popular as it was when it came back out in 1978.
I'm the musical director for War of the Worlds, and that means that I am responsible for rehearsing the cast in their vocal capacity for singing, and all of the musicians that rehearse them. I also had to recruit them and draw them all together and set up a rehearsal schedule, and rehearsing them until they're not quite what we're aiming for, but just so that it's a real unity comes.
There must be something worth trying for. Even something worth
I'm looking after design is my main role. I'm the lighting designer for the War of the Worlds, and I've taken on the role of putting the CGI film to screen for the performance. So the CGI is a very large part of the War of the Worlds, and the CGI will run for the duration of the entire musical from beginning to end.
I've spoken to so many people about this, and the consensus is really, I remember a teenager for, certain generations, and then saying, yes, I want my kids to come and see this, or the school where I work is going to bring the whole drama, like all the drama clubs, and see a matinee, and they're going to do a whole unit of it in school, So I do think that it can do. I think it's exciting.
And then it began to creep.
What makes this show unusual is the fact that it's so heavily reliant on the orchestra and the band as opposed to the onstage cast.
It's probably easier to think of as a live rock with big shiny
actors.
lights, and the cast in terms of singing are quite secondary.
Dancing girls coming in and doing Martian dancing,
No.
or anything like that.
Yeah, it's different from a standard kind of what you would think of as a Broadway musical in that way, but as a result it poses a whole bunch of different challenges to, the standard trying to dance and sing and act and smile. And a lot of very talented musicians and performers here in Canberra that it's nice to get out the community something that might be popular to people outside of just the music community, to really draw some new audience in and get people seeing what we've got.
This show is probably going to be one of the most technically advanced Canberra has seen in amateur theatre, and it probably in Australia. Amateur theatre have not done this kind of show, and it's very exciting.
And Jeff Wayne's musical version of War of the Worlds opens tonight and runs until October the 27th at the ANU Arts Centre.